Ram Ram Hare Hare. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Saturday. It is 18th of July. It is Ashadha Masa, Vamana Masa, and the Sukla Paksham Panchami Tithi. There are no Vaishnavas in the calendar today. We will move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya speaking to Vidura, describing about the children of the Diti Maharani. So when the children, understanding that those children will cause the disturbance to the demigods, Diti Maharani kept the children in her womb for 100 years. So likewise, Maitreya Muni was saying, Prajapatyam to the Teja, Prajapatyam to Tattejaha, Paratejo Hanam Ditihi, Dadara Varshani Satam Senkamana Suradhana, Senkamana Suradhana. So to reduce the suffering of demigods, um, she has kept the babies in her womb for 100 years. And the effulgence, it is Paratejo Hanam Ditihi. It is exceeding the effulgence of other people. Paratejo Hanam Ditihi. So after saying that, Maitreya Muni further describing what has happened during that time. So during that time, when the children are in the womb of Diti Maharani, the effulgence of the sun, moon, and all demigods, the luster of their bodies was reduced, and they were all disturbed. And then they have gone to the Lord Brahma and then submitted themselves. So we are about their problem. So it is so our effulgence is getting reduced. What is the problem? So all the directions in this universe, it is spread. Darkness is spreading. What is the cause for this one? Likewise, they have gone to submit their plea in front of Lord Brahma. It's likewise, Maitreya Muni is saying, we are in Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 15, verse number 2. लोके तेन हता लोके लोकपाला हतौ जसहं निवेदयन् विष्णुसुजे द्वान्तमिति करं दिशाम् लोके तेन हता लोके tena, and within this universe loke tena, by the force of the pregnancy of Diti, loke tena ahata aloke. Ahata is being devoid of the light. Ahata aloke is light. Ahata being devoid of. Loke tena ahata aloke lokapala hatojasaha, and the demigods of various planets, all of their luster also hatavojasa, whose prowess was diminished. Whose prowess hatavojasa, their energy was also diminished. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hatavojasa. Nivedayan Visvasurje, in order to Nivedayan, they have asked Visvasurje Brahma. All the demigods, they have gone to that Brahma and they have asked Dvanta Vitikaram Disham. Dvanta Vitikaram is the expansion of darkness, Disham, in all directions. They wanted to know what is the causing this darkness to spread, and also which is diminishing the prowess of all demigods. Okay, likewise, Maitreya says to Vijaya. लोके तेन हता लोके लोकपाल हतोजसः निवेदयन् विसृजे द्वान्तवितिकरं दिशाम् in all directions. In translation, by the force of the pregnancy of Diti, the light of the sun and the moon was impaired in all the planets, and the demigods of various planets, being disturbed by that force, asked the creator of the universe, Brahma, what is this expansion of darkness in all directions? Purport by Srila Prabhupada himself. Can I request any devotees to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. It appears from these verses of Srimad Bhagavatam that the sun is the source of light for all the planets in the universe. The modern scientific theory, which states that there are many suns and each universe is not supported by this verse. It is understood that in each universe there is only one sun, which supplies light to all the planets. In Bhagavad Gita, the moon is also stated to be one of the stars. There are many stars, and when we see them glittering at night, we can understand that they are reflectors of light, just as moonlight is a reflection of sunlight. Other planets also reflect sunlight, and there are many other planets uh, which cannot be seen by our naked eyes. The demoniac influences of the suns in the womb of deeply expanded darkness throughout the universe. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, Srila Prabhupada is describing that the sun is source of light for all planets in the universe. So as we see, so the universe, so Dhruva planet is the basis for, and Dhruva planet is on top of the axis of this Meru mountain, the center point of the Meru mountain. That is the vertical axis for this one, and top of that one, Dhruva planet is there. Based on that, in a chandelier way, all the planetary systems they rotate around the Meru mountain in their own orbits. And the sun planet is also it is described, the sun got chariot, it has got 7 horses and 1 wheel, and it goes on the Manasottara mountains. It travels on the Manasottara mountain in the universe. So these Manasottara mountains, this is 7 oceans and 7 planetary systems. So they have been, Bhumandala is divided into 7 oceans and uh, 7 lands. So here, middle one is called Jambudvipa. That is all island, and all of them are all islands only, but in a circular fashion. They're all in a circular fashion. And if there is at the outside of this, that is called Aloka Varsha is there. And then Loka, and then further, these are the outer skirts of this Bhumandala. So there, Mansotra mountain, there are, every region is separated by the mountain ranges. And the Mansotra mountains, so there also comes, let me just share, I think it would be very nice to see. Wait. It's been open and
there we have Ananta speaking Bhagavatam to the subterranean planets. Here we can see Jambudvip, the central island of Bhumandala, and Bharatvarsha is situated on the southern side of that. It's 8 other varshas with Ilavrita Varsha in the center, various supporting mountains with large trees upon them described in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the very center of Ilavrita Varsha is Mount Meru, Golden Mountain. Atop Mount Meru are the cities of important demigods, Lord Brahma in the center, 8 Dikpalas in the cardinal directions and sub-directions. Moving out, you can see the broader Bhumandala, 7 concentric islands and oceans surrounding them. 7th of these islands is Pushkaradui. On that island is Manasodra mountain. On the mountain there's various cities of demigods such as Indra. Out further is Loka mountain. These large elephants stand atop Loka mountain to balance Bhumandala. Outside of Loka mountain is Aloka Varsha, which is dark. The rays of the sun and the other luminaries extend up to Loka mountain. On Manasodra mountain here on Pushkaradweep, the sun travels above this mountain at the southernmost point of its annual orbit. Above Bhumandala is Bhuvaloka, which is the residence of the Charanas, Siddhas, Yakshas, Gandharvas. And above there is Swargaloka, beginning from the sun and extending up to the pole star Dhruvaloka. This is the moving part of the planetary display. Here we can see the sun and the moon moving in the chariots. The chariots are being drawn by horses moving in the anti-clockwise direction, but they're traveling with the wheel of time moving in the clockwise direction faster, so it looks as if they're moving backwards. Above them are the zodiac of stars, more planets, and another ring of stars. So here we can see everything moving with the Kala Chakra, circumambulating the axis that connects Mount Meru with Dhruvaloka. Above these planets, we come to the planet of the 7 sages, Saptarshi. You can see them here, commonly known as the Big Dipper, and then Dhruvaloka, pole star. On the ocean of milk situated there, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, who is the Paramatma within everyone's heart, he resides on Anantashesh. Moving up beyond there, we have Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. In this video, we haven't included many of the details for there, but on Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, we have residences of the Lord, such as Lord Varaha, Vamana, and so on. Here's Brahmaloka, and on Brahmaloka, we also have a form of the Lord Garbhodakshaya Vishnu as the Sahasrashesha Purush. Beyond there is the 7 coverings of the universe, earth, water, fire, etc. And outside of the universe is the abode of Lord Shiva, Shiva Loka. There he resides eternally. Beyond Shiva Loka come to Mahavishnu, Karnadakashaya Vishnu, with innumerable universes that have emanated from the pores of his transcendental body. Here you can see him being served by Rama Devi. Then we come to the Brahmajyoti, the effulgence of the Lord's transcendental body. Penetrating through the Brahmajyoti, we come to the Vaikuntha planets. We're showing 24 planets of the Vaikuntha realm in this model. The Lord with 4 arms is holding the conch, disc, club, and lotus, and the various combinations of those 4 make 24. Then we come to Goloka Vrindavan. Here we can see Radha Madhava. We will also be showing the other primary rasas. Krishna with the cowherd boys, Krishna being served, Krishna with Mother Yashoda. So this is an overview of the planetary display to be shown in the main dome of the temple.
So that is how the planetary systems exist within our universe. This is up to Brahma, but all planetary systems, they are so they receive the light from the sun up to Brahma, out of 14 planetary systems. And here, Bhumandala receives most part of the light. And going upwards is the Bhorloka, Suvarloka, and Janaloka, Tapoloka. So like that. So here, proper is modern science theory, which states that there are many suns in each one, is not supported by this verse. We have got only one sun in universe. So here it is understood that in each universe there is only one sun which supplies light to all the planets. In Bhagavad Gita, the moon is also stated to be one of the stars. Nakshitranam aham shashi. Out of all the stars, I am the moon, like Lord Krishna says. There are many stars, and when we see them glittering at the night, we can understand that they are reflectors of light, just as moonlight is a reflection of the sunlight. So moon and stars, they're of the same nature. Nakshatranam, they are categorized as only one. It is not that there are reflections of light. Just as moonlight is reflection of sunlight, the other planets also reflect the sunlight. There are many, sometimes there is a stars are saying that self-effulgent, but here that is also not supporting that one. They're also reflecting the sunlight. There are many other planets which cannot be seen by our naked eyes. And the demonic influence of the suns in the womb of Diti expanded darkness throughout the universe. And here, Mad Bhayat Vati Vatoyam Surihata Yad Bhayat. And again, the sun is also in the control of the Lord. And by his effulgence, so the sun planet receives the light from the Brahma Jyoti. And then the sun gives that, illuminates these 14 planetary systems within our universe. यच्चक्षुरैर्सविता सकलग्रहाणां राजा समस्तसुरमूर्तिरशेषतेजाः यस्याज्ञया भ्रमति संवृतकालचक्रो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So everything under the control of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, it works. They rotate in their orbits. Brahmati Sambrata Kala Chakra, the time factor as well. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So here Maitri Muni says to Vidura that Loke tena hata loke lokapala hatojasaha Nivedian Visnje Dhvanta Vitikaram Disham. So for the recitation, can I request the devotees to follow line by line, please? Loke tena hata loke
Loke tena hata loke
lokapala hatojasaha
लोकपाला हतेषु हतोजसः हतेजसः
Nivedayan Visusuje
Nyaved
निवेदयन् विश्वेश्वजे
Dvanta Vitikaram Disham.
ध्वान्तव्यतिकरां दिशाम्
Loke tena hata loke
लोके तेन हता लोके
lokapala hatojasaha
लोकपाला हतौजसः
Nivedayan Visusuje
निवेदनयन् विश्वेश्वजे
Dvanta Vitikaram Disham.
ध्वान्तव्यतिकरं दिशाम्
Once more. Loke tena hata loke
लोके तेन हता लोके
Lokapala Hatojasah
Lokapala
Lokapalahataujasaha
Hataujasaha
Nivedayan Visuje
Nivedayan
Nivesvasrije
Vishveshrije
Dvanta Vitikaram Disham.
Dvanta
Vantavitikaram disham.
Vidisham.
Very good. Can I request Jackie Panyamati to start, please?
Hare Krishna. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hataujasaha niyavedan niyavedayan vishvasrije dvanta vyatikaram disham.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Gauranga Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. Loki tena hata loki lokapala hato jasaha nyavidayan visasije dhyanta vyatikaram disam. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hataujasaha nyavedyan vishwasruje dvanta vyatikaram disham. Hare Krishna, thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Debasish Mataji, please. Veena Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hato jasaha nyavedayana visvasuje dvantavyatika disam. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hato jasaha nyavedayan visvasruje dvantavyatika disam.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Lamsa Devi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. Loke tena hata loke lokapala hato jasaha navedayan vishvasruje dvayanta vyatikaram disham. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Mataji. And Debasish Mataji. Debasish Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, did you say my name? Sorry.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Loke tena hata loke lokopala hata jashoha navodavaya vishavachajo dadpatana vidat karman disham. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, it is Loke Tena Hata Loke Lokapala Hato Desaha Nivedayan Visruje Visvasruje Dvanta Vitikaram Disham. Prabhuji, would you like to read the translation as well?
Sure, Prabhu. By the force of the pregnancy of Dhriti, the light of the sun and moon was impaired in all the planets, and the demigods of various planets, being disturbed by that force, asked the creator of the universe, Brahma, what is this expansion of darkness in all directions? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. It is from Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, today letter to Chidananda. July 1st, 1971, Los Angeles. Okay, can you request any devotee to read this small letter, please?
Hare Krishna. May I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna. My dear Chidananda, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your 2 letters dated 24th June 1971 and undated respectively, and have noted the contents. I'm very sorry that you are separated from the temple for the time being. But don't worry, Krishna will save you. You can be sure. There is no doubt about it. So go on chanting Hare Krishna at all costs and never mind these tribulations of Maya. Go on chanting Hare Krishna. Krishna is in your heart. Pray to him for your protection, and soon all things will be adjusted. And you will again be in the association of devotees. Of that you can be sure, hoping this will meet you in rapidly recovering health. Your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Can you take your time, Mataji? Thank you.
Yes, Prabhupada here is feeling a bit sad, and at the same time looking after the devotee who seems to have stopped associating himself from to the temple. Either I don't know whether it was due to ill health or some other reason, but Prabhupada has come to find out. So he's saying that don't worry. He's saying that always Krishna will be there for you. Just keep on chanting. And he said it's only Maya. Maya is there for a while. It will come and go. But because Krishna is there in the heart, Krishna will look at the endeavor and your sincerity, and he will always keep you focused. So don't worry too much. Just keep on praying, and he will protect you. And then in over time, he will be come back to start associating himself. So he says, don't worry too much, just carry on chanting. So chanting is the basis, and that will help you. And he says, just keep also in association of the devotees, because we've talked many times how the association helps. So he's just encouraging Chidanand Maharaj to carry on with his chanting and association. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, so this is chant Hare Krishna along in the association of devotees. So that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Coming to Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is still speaking to Krishna, like so many things that he doesn't want to fight, and he's putting so many things like Kulakshaye Pranasyanti Kuladharmaha Sanatanaha. Outcome of the battle of Kurukshetra is many people are going to die by the Kulakshaye Pranasyanti Kuladharmaha Sanatanaha. And dharme naste kulam krishnam adharmo abhibhavatyuta. Adharma abhibhavat krishna pranashyanti kulastriyaha. Strishu dushtashu vashneya jayate varna sankaraha. And by once the elders passed away and the family women, they will be polluted by the people who are like taking advantage of that no protection for the women they'll take and then pollute the women by that. Jayate varna sankaraha. Unwanted progeny will be expanded, and then by that Varnasankara progeny, Sankaro Narakayaiva Kulajnanam Kulasyacha, all the family traditions will be destroyed. Kulajnanam Kulasyacha, Patanti Pituro Hesham Lupta Pindodaka Kriyaha, because of Varnasankara or unwanted progeny, they do not offer oblations to the forefathers, they will fall down. Patanti pitro hi yesham lupta pindo jagakriyarha. So Pinda Udaka, so food and water to the forefathers, it will be stopped by the unwanted progeny. That's why in our Vedic traditions, first of all, if the marriage is happening, first of all, we just whether they belong to the same caste and whether the horoscope is matched, everything is properly assessed. Then only the marriages are arranged. Otherwise, they do not go. Even though sometimes because of is a karma, lusty desires of the man and woman, they're getting married. That is also supported by the governments, which will also a path for the naraka eva, the hellish condition of the family. It is a proper hellish path. It is supporting by the governments and the courts. That is not supported by the Vedic injunctions. Here, Sankaro Narakaya iva kulagnanam kulasya cha patanti pitarohi yesham lupta pindodaka kriyaha. That's why one has to follow the Vedic injunctions where everything goes perfectly. And these lusty desires of the man and woman or boy and girl will be subsided and follow the Vedic injunction so that good progeny will come and society will be peaceful. So many things, so many courts, police stations, everything are being utilized only for unwanted, utilized by unwanted progeny only. So later on, further, Arjuna is mentioning about um, by this unwanted progeny, and they have destroyed the family traditions and Sanatana Dharma. And then this Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma, they will be completely ruined. Jati Dharma, Kula Dharma. Jati is they come from a particular family dynasty. They have got a family surname, and then they have got a family deities and worshipping the family deities. So in such a way, all of those traditions will be completely lost. Likewise, Arjuna is speaking further about our dharmas, family traditions and Vedic injunctions, and Jat Dharma, Kula Dharma, Jati Dharma. We are in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, verse number 42. दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानं वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उच्चाध्यन्ते जातिधर्माः कुलधर्माः शाश्वताः दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानं by such faults दोषैरेतैः and all these kuladnanam of the destroyers of the family. So sometimes this is why we have to get the bridegroom and bride from the same family, similar kind of caste and all those things. So this is the reason to protect the dharma. It is not that one is just overriding one's desires. It is to protect dharma. Desires come from the lusty things. They have no importance in the Vedic traditions because that is the path to the hell. Vedic tradition always allows the living entities to move towards dharma only. And elders of the family members, they're there to protect the Kul dharma and the Jat dharma. Dosharetaihi Kulagnanam, the destroyers of the family. Varna Sankara of unwanted children, Karakaihi, which are causes. Karakaihi. Varna Sankara Karakaihi. Uschadhyante. Uschadhyante is are devastated. What are they? Jati Dharmaha, community projects. Kula Dharmaha, family traditions. Cha also Shashwataha, eternal. So these are all will be destroyed by the unwanted progeny. Dhosheretaihi kulajnanam varnasankarakarakai uschadhyante jati dharmaha kuladharmasha shashvataha. Translation: by the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request any devotee to read the purport, please?
Krishna, can
Yes, Mataji, please.
Community projects for the source order of human society, combined with family welfare activity as they are set forth by the instruction of Sanatan Dharma or Varnasam Dharma, are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. Therefore, the breaking of the Sanatan Dharma tradition by irresponsible leader of society brings about chaos in that society, and con- consequently, people forget the aim of life. Vishnu, such leaders are called blind, and persons who follow such leaders are sure to be led into chaos. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Prabhupada is describing community projects for the four orders of the human society. These Brahmanas, so what is their duty is always in the engaging in the service of the Lord, worshipping the deities, leading the human society in the proper directions by giving Shat Karmoni Puno Mantra Tantra Visharadaha. Mantra Tantra, there are Shat Karmani Puno. There are, I think, 6 kinds of activities. Shat Karmoni Puno Mantra Tantra Visharadaha. So these Brahmanas, they do have their particular roles within the society. And then later the Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas is the prowess administrators of the country or the kingdom to protect the country and society and the people, and especially the Brahmanas. Brahma Asurja Swamukato Yushmanatma Paripseya Chendo Maihatapo Vidya Yoga Yuktan Alampatan. This is Brahmanas. Tatranaya Asujyatasman Doho Sahasrata Sahasrapad Hridayam Tasya Brahma Kshatramangam Prachakshate. And in order to protect this Brahmana community, Kshatriyas are created. It is Kshatriyas are not meant exact to entire therefore the administration, but primarily for to protect the Brahmana community. Tatranaya asujat tasman doho sasrat sasrapat hridayam tasya brahma kshatramangam prachakshate. Therefore, the Brahmanas are just like a heart of the Lord, and whereas the Kshatriyas are arms of the Lord. And that is the Kshatriyas to protect the culture worshipping of the deities. The every tradition is something. Every temple must be protected by Kshatriyas. That is Kshatriya Dharma. And then Vaishyas is protecting the cows, and then Krishi Goraksha Vanijyam and the farming and business and the cow protection. These are the Vaishya community. They have got different projects. And then during the year, there will be so many festivals for celebrating and all of these things. And then Sudra is um, Paricharyatmakam Sudra Karma Subhavajam. The Sudras is rendering service onto the top categories because they don't have ability to lead anyone, either business or protection, giving protection or deity worship or to take part in the administration of the kingdom. But if they have quality, they can also enter into other upper classes. It is not by birth, but it is by education. So here, all these community projects and family traditions, family welfare activities, as they are set forth by the institution of Sanatana Dharma or Varnashrama Dharma. This is Varnashrama Dharma. It is eternal religion. It is occupational duties. It is not man-made or government-made. It is by their quality they have acquired and Vedic injunction, they categorize into Brahmanas. It is there everywhere, but they do not recognize these words because they will use a different way, and then the mental speculations are keeping into their own and specializes and disconnecting from the Sanatana Dharma. By that, they don't get benefit. They don't get any benefit at all. So here, the Varnashram Dharma are designed to enable the human being to attain his ultimate salvation. So here, anyone who is disconnected from the Vedic injunction, they do not have path. They do not have path. It is path to the salvation. Therefore, the breaking out Sanatana Dharma tradition by irresponsible leaders of the society brings about chaos in that society, and consequently, people forget the aim of life, Vishnu. Nate viduhu sadhagatim. Nate swadhagatim Vishnuhu. This is again, they do not know their real interest. They forget Vishnu. And such leaders are called blind. Yatandaihi upagiyamanaha. Again, a blind leads another blind. Prahlad Maharaj. So, in his, I think it is Prahlad Maharaj's instructions. One blind person leads other blind. Generally, people are depending on the leaders, and if leader is blind, they will all be pulled in. There is the sheep. Whatever the sheep goes in the front, if it is going and jumping in the pit, all of the sheep also goes into the similar kind of place, similar pit itself. So that is how the society is going on. Such leaders are sure to be led into chaos. So here Arjuna is submitting all of them. That is dosha kulagnanam varna sankara karakaihi uschadhyante jat dharmaha kula dharmasha shashvataha. Every point is, every word is proper and perfectly fit. Nowadays we see everything, how the society is being led. All the time there is anxiety. What is going to be announced by the government when the sun heat or the light or the snow comes, we don't know. They are not coming on time. Everyone are being disturbed because they are not following the Vedic injunctions and Sanatana Dharma. Okay, that is from this shloka. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so and from the announcements point of view, Saturday evening we have got Chaitanya Charitamrita at 7 p.m. So generally it is Bhagavad Gita, but as the last session for the continuation of Chaitanya Charitamrita one shloka that will be continued this week as well. So that is Chaitanya Charitamrita at evening 7 p.m. Okay, that's all from the announcement side from me. And the devotees, if you got anything else to share on the updates or event side, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall move to the next Srimad Bhagavatam recitations.
Hare Krishna, are we also going to do the Bhagavad Gita as well?
Yes, Mataji, both. After Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, thank you.
So today is lots of recitations. Okay, so if there are no updates, then we shall go and recite. Yesterday I have kept the poll in the group. Let me just see if there is any.
I was trying to, but it was not allowed me to. Left somehow. I don't know for my.
Okay. I think it was only up to 6:30. Sorry, Mataji.
Sorry, I didn't check either.
I checked, but it was not allowed me to vote.
Yeah, there was a time for that one. After that time, it became
Okay.
frozen. Okay, I'll look into that one later. So the devotees we have got 6 devotees and 51 shlokas. First 2 devotees, 9 shlokas, and then 88, like that. Who would like to go first? Meena Mataji, 1 to 9.
Thank you.
And okay, let me just assign the devotees. Meena Mataji first, and then Jahmakanya Mataji second, from 10 to 18, and 19 to 27, next 8 shlokas, Gauringi Mataji, and then Usha Mataji, Jaya Mataji, and then Lalita Mataji.
I'll try for Prabhuji. Maybe I need to drop off.
Or you want to go second, Mataji?
Yeah, sure, Prabhuji.
You want to go first then?
Yeah, second is fine. Prabhuji.
Okay, first you can go ahead then. First one
No,
to
no, Prabhuji. Second, I'll go. No problem.
you want to, which number you want to go with?
Hare Krishna. Oh, sorry, you said something?
Lalita Mataji.
Second, I'll go, Prabhuji. Let's. You started someone, right? You just let them start. Okay, I'll go next. Next.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, can start, please.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pregnancy of Diti in the evening, text 1. Sukha Nisamya Kausharavi Nisamya Kausharaviно Nisamya Kausharaviropavanintam Hare Katham Karana Sukara Atmanaha Punah Saprapancha Samudrata Janli Nachati Trupto Vidurudutravataha. Sukadeva Goswami said, after hearing from the great sage Maitreya about the Lord incarnation as Varaha, Vidura, who had taken a vow, begged him with folded hand to please narrate a further transcendental activity of the Lord, since the Vidura did not yet feel satisfied. He takes to Vidura Uvacha तेनेव तु मुनिश्रेष्ठ हरिणा यज्ञमूर्तिना आदिदेत्यो हिरणाक्षो हत इत्यनुशुश्रुतम्. Vidura said, O chiefs amongst the great sages, I have heard by disciplic succession that Hiranaksha, the original demon, was slain by the same form of sacrifice, the personality of Godhead, Lord bore. तस्य चौदरथक्षोणीं सन्द्रष्टा ग्रेणलीलया दैत्यराजस्य च ब्रह्मन् कस्माद्दैत्योर्भुमुद्धः. What was the reason of Brahma for the fight between the demon king and Lord Bor, while the Lord was lifting the earth as his pastime? श्रद्धानाय भक्ताय ब्रूहितं जन्मविस्तरं ऋषेण श्रूयते मनः परं कौतूहलं हि मे. My mind has become very inquisitive, and therefore I am not satisfied with hearing the narration of the Lord appearance. Please therefore speak more and more to a devotee who is faithful. मैत्रेय उवाच साधुवीर त्वया पृष्टम् अवतार कथां हरे यत्त्वपृशंसि मध्याह्नं मृत्युपाशविषातनीम्. The great sage Maitreya said, O warrior, the inquiry made by you is just befitting a devotee because it concerns the incarnation of personality of Godhead. He is the source of liberation from the chain of birth and death for all those who are otherwise destined to die. Yayota anand Yayota na padam putro munina gita yavakaha mrityu kruteva mृत्यन् adhi maruroha hare padam. By hearing this topic from the sage Narada, the son of King Uttanpada, Dhruva was enlightened regarding the personality of Godhead, and he ascended to the abode of the Lord, placing his feet over the head of death. अथात्रापितः हासोऽयं श्रुतो मे वणितः पुरा ब्रह्मणा देवदेवेन देवानाम अनुपुष्यताम्. The history of the fight between the Lord as a boar and the demon Hiranyaksha was heard by me in a year long ago, as it was described by the foremost of the demigods, Brahma, when he was questioned by the other demigods. दितिदाक्षायणी क्षतमारीचं दितिदाक्षायणी क्षतं मारीचं कश्यपं मतिम् अपत्यकामा च क्रामे सन्ध्यायां हर्ष्यादिता चादिता. Diti, daughter of Daksha, being affected with sex desire, begged her husband Kashyap, the son of Marichi, to have intercourse with her in the evening in order to beget a child. Hare Krishna. One more.
Yeah, one more. Mataji.
Ishta Agni Jiham Prayasha Purusham Yajusam Patim Nimlochatyaka Asinam Nimnochatyakam Asinam Anyagare Samahitam. The sun of setting and the sage was sitting in trace after offering oblation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, whose tongue is the sacrificial fire. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Mataji from 10 to 18, and then later on Jasmakanya Mataji 19 to 27, and then later on Vigarugi Mataji 28 to 35, and then after that 36 to 43 by Vishal Mataji, and 44 to 51 Jay Mataji. Okay, Lalita Mataji, please Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Ditirvacha Yeshamim Tatra Krite Vidvan Karma Atta Sarasanaha Dunoti Dhinam Vikramaya Ramba Vimiva Matangajaha. Translation. In that place, the beautiful Diti expressed her desire. Woe, learned one, Cupid is taking his arrows and distressing me forcefully, as a mad elephant troubles a banyan tree. Tat bhavan dahyamanayam sapatnina samvriddhibihi prajavatinam Badram te maya yuktam anugraham. Therefore, you should be kind towards me by showing me completely mercy. I desire to have sons, and I am much distressed by seeing the opulences of my co-wives. By performing this act, you will become happy. Bhartare aputro. Sorry, Prabhuji. Bhartarya, sorry, Prabhuji. Bhartarya aputro manamam. Aputro manam. Sorry. Lokan avishayate yashaha. Patirbhavat vido yasham. Prajaya nanujayate. A woman is honored in the world by the benediction of her husband, and a husband like you will become famous by having children because you are meant for the explanation of living entities. पुरापिता नो भगवान् दक्षो दुहिर्वस्तलः कामवर्णितवरं वस्ता इते अपर्चत्ता नः पृथक्. In days long ago, our father, the most opulent Daksha, who was affectionate to his daughters, asked each of us separately whom we would prefer to select as our husband. Sa vidvitamanajanamno bhagavam santana bhavanaha bhavan santana bhavanaha त्रयोदशादतात्तस्सं यस्ते शिलाम् अनुव्रताः. Our well-wishing father Daksha, after knowing our intentions, handed over 13 of his daughters onto you, and since then we have all been faithful. अतमे कुरु कल्याणं कामं कमललोचना अर्थोपसरपणं भूमान् अमोघं हि महीयासि. O lotus-eyed one, kindly bless me by fulfilling my desire. When someone in distress approaches a great person, his place should never go in vain. Ititamvira marichaha कृपानं भानुभासिनं प्रत्ययाहनुयान वच प्रवृद्धानाङ्गाकस्मलाम्. O hero Vidura, Diti being thus afflicted by the contamination of lust and therefore poor was specified by the son of Marichi in suitable words. येषतेऽहं विदासयामि प्रियामि भीरु यदुच्चहि तस्य कामं न कुर्यात् सिद्धिस्त्रैवर्गिकी यतः. O afflicted one, I shall forthwith gratify whatever desire is dear to you, for who else but you is the source of the three perfections of liberation. सर्वश्रमान् उपादया स्वश्रमेण कलात्रवान् व्यासनावम् अत्येति जलायानिरि जदार्णवम्. As one can cross over the ocean with the sea-going vessels. One can cross the dangerous situation of the material ocean by living with a wife.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna,
Mataji. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much. Just look at me, Mataji, please. 19 to 27.
Hare Krishna. Yam Atmano Yardham Shreyas Kamasya Manini Yasyam Swadhuram Adyasya Purmam Charati Vishvaraha. Oh, respectful one, a wife is so helpful that she's called the better half of the man's body because of her sharing in all auspicious activities. A man can move without anxiety, entrusting all responsibilities to his wife. Yam ashrityendriyaratin duryayan ni itarasrinam mahamai vayam jaina hilabir dasyun durgapatir yata. Sorry. As a fort commander very easily conquers invading plunderers. By taking shelter of a wife, one can conquer the senses, which are unconquerable in the other social orders. Navayam prabhavastam tvam anukartum griheshvari apiyayushavakar kart sneyena ye chanye gunagra gridvnavaha. O Queen of the home, we are not able to act like you, nor could we repay you for what you have done, even if we worked for our entire life or even after death. To repay you is not possible, even for those who are admirers of personal qualities. Atapi kamametam te prajatyai karavanyalam yatamam natrirochanti muhurtam pratipalaya. Even though it is not possible to repay you, I shall satisfy your sex desire immediately for the sake of begetting children. But you must wait for only a few seconds so that others may not approach me. Esha guratama vela guram nam gora dharshana charanti yasyam bhutani bhuteshanu charaniha. This particular time is most inauspicious because of this time. The horrible-looking ghosts and constant companions of the Lord of the ghosts are visible. Etasyam sadvi sandhyayayam Bhagavan bhuta bhavanaha parito bhuta parshad bhir ursenatati bhutarat. Lord Shiva, the king of the ghosts, sitting on the back of his bull carrier, travels at this time, accompanied by ghosts who follow him for their welfare. Smashyana chakra nila Smashana chakra niladu lidhumra vikirma vidyota jata kalapaha Bhasmang vaguntana tanmala rukma deho devastribi pasyati devaraste Smasana chakra nila juli dumra vikirna vidyo tajata kalapaha basman vagun talmala rukma deho devastribi pasyati devaraste. Translation. Lord Shiva's body is reddish and he is unstained, but he is covered with ashes. His hair is dusty from her, his whirlwind dust of the whirlwind dust of the burning crematorium. He is the younger brother of your husband, and he sees with his 3 eyes. Nasyasya loke swajana parova natyadrito nota kaschid vigartyaha vayam vratiryacharanna pavidham asyasmahi ajam bata bhuta bhogam. Lord Shiva regards no one as his relative. Yet there is no one who is not connected with him. He does not regard anyone as very favorable or abominable. We respectfully worship the remnants of his foodstuff, and we vow to accept what is rejected by him. Yasyanavadhyachararitam manishino grinastya vidya patalam bibhitsvasavaha nirasta samyatishayo apiyat swayam pishacharyam acharadgatihi satam. Although no one in the material world is equal or is greater than Lord Shiva, and although his unimpeachable character is followed by great souls to dismantle the mass of niche science, he nevertheless remains as if a devil to give salvation to all devotees of the Lord.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very beautiful recited. Regarding Mataji, from 28 to 35.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Asanti yasya charitam hi durvakaha swatman ratasya vidusaha samihitam yed vastra malya varnanulepanaiha sobhajanam swatman tayupalalitam. Translation. Unfortunately, a foolish person not knowing that he is engaged in his own self loud, loud at him. Such foolish persons engage in maintaining the body, which is eatable by dogs, with dresses, ornaments, garlands, and ointments. ब्रह्मादयो यत्कृतासेतुपाला यत्कारणं विश्वमिदं च माया अज्ञाकर्यस्य पिशाचार्या अहो भूमन्नसरितं विडम्बनम् demigods like Brahma also follow the religious rites observed by him. He is the controller of the material energy which caused the creation of the material world. He is a great and therefore his devilish um, charter- charioteers are simply uh, imitation. Maitreya Vacha Saivam Samvidite Bharta Manmathonmathintendriya Jagraha Baso Brahmarser Brisaliva Gatatrapa. Maitreya said Diti was thus informed by her husband, but she was praised by copied for sexual satisfaction. She caused hold of the clothing of the great Brahmana said, just like a similarly public procedure. सविदित्वाथ भार्यायस्तं निर्बन्धं विकर्मणि नत्वादिष्टाय रहसि तयाथोपविवेशहि. Understanding his wife's purpose, he was obligated to perform the forbidden act and those after offering his absence unto worship worshipable fair he lay with her in a sexual place. अथोपस्पृश्य सलिलं प्राणनायम्यवाग्यतः ध्यायाञ्जया जापविरजं ब्रह्मज्योतिः सनातनम्. Thereafter, the Brahmana took his bath in the water and controlled his speech by preaching trance, meditating on the eternal effulgence and chanting the holy Gayatri hymns within his mouth. धीतिस्तु वृडिता तेन कर्मबन्धेन भारत उपसङ्गम्य विप्रर्षि मधु मुख्याभ्याभासत. O son of the Bharata family, Diti, after this went nearer to her husband. Her face lowered because of her foully action. She spoke as follows. धीतिरुवाच न मे गर्वमिमं ब्रह्मन् भूतानां ऋषभोऽवदित् रुद्रः पतिर्हि भूतानां यस्य करावामहं महासम्. The beautiful deity says, my dear Brahmana, kindly see that my um, Imbro is not killed by Lord Shiva, the Lord of all living entities, because of the great offense I have committed against him. नमो रुद्राय महते देवयोग्राय मेधुसे शिवाय न्यस्तदण्डाय धृतदण्डाय मान्यवे. Let me offer my obeisance unto the angry Lord Shiva, who is simultaneously the very uh, ferocious great demigod and the fulfiller of all material desires. He is all auspicious and forgiving, but his anger can immediately move him to uh, justice.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Usha Mataji, 36 to 43, please.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Is me, yes, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sanah prasidatam vamo Bhagavan anugraha Vyagastasyapyanukampayanam Srinam Devaha Satipatihi. Let him be pleased with us, since he is my brother-in-law, the husband of my sister Sati. He is also the worshipable Lord of all women. He is the personality of all opulences and can show mercy towards women who are excused even by the uncivilized country. Maitreya Uvacha Swasargasyasi Samlokyam Asasanam Pravepati Nivrita Sandhyaya Niyamo Bharyamaha Prajapatihi. Maitreya said, the great sage Kashyapa thus addressed his wife, who was trembling because of fear that her husband was offended. She understood that he had been dissuaded from his daily duties of offering evening prayers, yet desired the welfare of her children in the world. Kasyapa uvacha apraprayatya dadatmanaste dosan muhurtikadita Nami desati charine devanam chati helana. The learned Kashyap said, because of your minds being polluted, because of defilement of the particular time, because of your negligence of my directions, and because of your being apathetic to the demigods, everything was inauspicious. Bhavishyatastha भावभद्राव भद्रे चाटलगामो लोकान् सपालान् स्त्रीसन्दिन् मुहुरक्रन्दस् ईष्यतः. Oh, haughty one, you will have to contemptuous sons born of your condemned womb. Unlucky woman, they will cause constant lamentation to all the three worlds. प्राणिनां हन्यमानानां दीनानां कृतागतां स्त्रीणां निगृह्यमाणानां कोपितेषु महात्मसु. They will kill poor, faultless, living entities, torture women, and rape the great souls. तदा विश्वेश्वरः कृतो भगवान् लोकपालनः अनुष्यत्यावति व्यासौ यथा त्रिना सखा पार्वती. At that time, the Lord of the universe, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the well-wisher of all living entities, will descend and kill them, just as Indra smashes the mountains with his thunderbolts. Dhitiruvacha Vatam Bhagavata Saksat Turnapodharabhahana Ashase Putrayomavyam Makrutatha Brahmane Prabhu. Diti said, "It is very good that my son will be magnanimously killed by the arm of the personality of Godhead with his Sudarsana weapon. O my husband, may they never be killed by the word breath of the Brahmanas devotee. न ब्रह्मदण्डदग्धस्य न भूतभयदस्य च नारकाशात् न गृह्यन्ते yam yam yonim asau gataha. A person who is condemned by Brahmana or is always fearful to other living entities is not favored either by those who are already in hell or by those in the species in which he is born. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely recited. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kashyapa Kruta shokanutapena sadhyaha pratya avam arshanat bhagvati urumanacha bhave maya pichadarat putrasyaiva cha putranam bhavitaikah satam matah gasyante yad yashah shuddham Bhagavad Yashasa Samam. The learned Kashyap said, because of your lamentation, penitence, and proper deliberation, and also because of your unflinching faith in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and your adoration for Lord Shiva and me, one of the sons, Prahlad, of your own Hiranyakashipu, will be an approved devotee of the Lord, and his fame will be broadcast equally with that of the Personality of Godhead. Yogerhemev durvarnam bhavayishyanti sadhavaha nirveradhibhi atmanam yachilam anuvartitam vartitum. In order to follow in his footsteps, saintly persons will try to emulate his character by practicing freedom from animosity, just as the purifying processes rectify gold of inferior quality. Yat prasadad idam vishvam prasidati yad atmakam sasvadrug bhagavan yasya Toshate anyaya drusha. Everyone will be pleased with him because the personality of Godhead, the supreme controller of the universe, is always satisfied with a devotee who does not wish for anything beyond him. Savai Mahabhagavato Mahatma Mahanubhavo Mahatam Mahishtaha Pravruddha Bhaktya Anubhavitas Shaye Niveshya Vaikuntham Mimam Vihasyati. That topmost devotee of the Lord will have expanded intelligence and expanded influence and will be the greatest of the great souls. Due to matured devotional service, he will certainly be situated in transcendental ecstasy and will enter the spiritual sky after quitting this material world. Alampataha Sheeladharo Gunakaro Rushtaha Parardhyaya Vyatito Dukhiteshu Abhuta Shatrur Jagata Shoka Harta Naida Gikam Tapam Ivo Durajaha. He will be a virtuously qualified reservoir of all good qualities. He will be jolly and happy in others' happiness, distressed in others' distress, and will have no enemies. He will be a destroyer of the lamentation of all the universes, like the pleasant moon after the summer sun. Antah bahishchamalam abjanetram swapurushe chanugruhita rupam potrastava shrilalana lalamam drushta surat kundala manditananam. Your grandson will be able to see inside and outside the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose wife is the beautiful goddess of fortune. The Lord can assume the form desired by the devotee, and his face is always beautifully decorated with earrings. Maitreya Uvacha Shrutva Bhagavatam Potram Amodata Ditir Bhrusham Putrayoscha Vadham Krishnad Viditvasin Mahamanaha. The sage Maitreya said, hearing that her grandson would be a great devotee and that her sons would be killed by Krishna, Diti was highly pleased in mind. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Sorry for my mistakes. I made few.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I do have one question. So shall I ask after the Bhagavad Gita or?
Yes, Mataji, once we do that.
Yes, yeah.
Then we shall. The Bhagavad Gita recitations, in chapter 1, verse numbers 32 to 42. But today we have covered 42. Yes, 32 to 42. Okay, so Jagmakanya Mataji, Gauri Mataji, Usha Mataji, and Jai Mataji, the sequence. Jagmakanya Mataji, would you like to recite Bhagavad Gita, Mataji? So we are doing only the Sanskrit shlokas today. Gauri Mataji, would you go again first, Mataji? Meanwhile, Jagmakanya. Gauri Mataji. Hare Krishna, Gauri Mataji. Usha Mataji, are you available?
Yes, Prabhu.
Would you like to start, Mataji? One with the shlokas, no translations. That it will do.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kim nu Rajena Govinda. Kim Bhoge Jivitena. Yesamate Kanchitam no. Rajam Bhogaha Sukani cha. Saime Avastita Yute. Pranasya Dhanani cha. आचार्यः पितरः पुत्राः तथैव च पितामहः मातुलः श्वशुरः पौत्रः श्यालाः सपदिनस्तथा एतान् हन्तुम् इच्छामि न तोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतुः किं नु महे कृते निहत्य धार्तराष्ट्रान्नः का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन। पापमेवाश्रयेदस्याम् अह्नात्वेतानतायिनः तस्मान्नर्हा वयं हन्तुं धार्तराष्ट्रान् सम्बन्धवान्। स्वजनं हि ततः कथं हत्वा सुखिनः श्याम माधव। यद्यप्येते न पश्यन्ते लोकोपहतचेतसः कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रदोहे च पातकम्। कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिः जनार्दन। कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मः सनातनः। धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् अधर्मोऽपि भवत्युत। अधर्मापि भवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः। स्त्रीषु द्रष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णशङ्करः। शङ्करो नरकायैव कुलघ्नानां कुलस्य च। पतन्ति पितरो हि येषां लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः। दोषरहिते हि कुलघ्नानां वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उत्स्नद्यन्ते चापि धर्मः कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वतः।
Thank you,
हरे
Mataji. Very nice
कृष्ण।
explainer. Jai Mataji, please. Thank
Yes, Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kim no rajena govinda kim bhogirjivitena va yeshamarthe kangshitam no rajam bhogaha sukhani cha ta ime avasthita yuddhe prananam styaktva dhanani cha acharyah pitrah putras tathaiva cha pitamaha मातुलाः स्वशुराः पुत्रः शालाः सम्बन्धिनास्तथा एतान्न हन्तुम् इच्छामि ज्ञातोऽपि मधुसूदना अपि त्रैलोक्यराजस्य हेतो किं नु मही कृते निहत्या धर्तराष्ट्रान्न का प्रीतिः स्यात् जनार्दन पापम् एवाश्रयेद् अस्मान् हत्वैतान् आततायिनः तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुं धातराष्ट्रान् सबन्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिनः श्याम माधव यद्यपि एतेन पश्यन्ति लोभोपहते चेतसः कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम् कथं न ज्ञेयम् अस्माभिः पापद् अस्मान्निवर्तितं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्राप्स्याद्भिर्जनार्दन कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्माः सनातनः धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् अधर्मोऽभिभवति उत अधर्माभिभवत् कृत्स्ना प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वर्ष्णेय जायते वर्णशङ्करः शङ्करो नरकायैव कुलघ्नानां कुलस्य च पतन्ति पितरो येषां लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः दोषैरेतैः कुलघ्नानां वर्णशङ्कर कारकैः उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः कुलधर्मश्च शाश्वतः. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Very beautifully recited. Just Kanya Mataji, are you available, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Haribol. Kim no rajena govinda kim boghair jivitena va yeshan arte kansitam no rajyam bhoga sukhannicha ta imi avashita yundhe pranamstiakshva dananicha acharya pitara putras Tataiva cha pitamaha matula swasura putraha siyala svambadinastata etannahantum ichami jnanu api madhusudana api trailokya rajasya heto kim no mahi krite nihatya dhartarastrannaha kapriti swajanardana papam evasraye rashman hatvaitan atatayinaha tasman narha vayam hantum dhartarastran sabha bandhavan swajanam hi katam hatva sukhina syama madhava Yadyapi etana pasyanti lobhopahata chetasaha kulasya kritam dosham maitra drohe chapatakam katam na jnanam katam na jnanam asmabihi papam asman nivartitum kulasya kritam dosham prapasya yadbhir janardanam kulasya kulasye pranasyanti kuladharma sanatanaha dharme naste kulam kritnam adharmo abib bhavatiyatu atyuta adharmabhir bhavat karishna pradoshyanti kulasriyaha srishu dushtashu varneya jayati varna sankaraha sankaro narakayaiva kula jnanam kulasya cha patati pitaro yashyam lupta pindolaka kriyaha dosher itai kula jnanam varna sankara karakahai kai utsadyanti jati dharmaha kula dharmascha shashvataha.
Very beautiful recitations. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Gauringi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm ready, Prabhuji. Okay. Hare Krishna. Kino rajena govinda kimbogai rajiviti nava visamarte kanchitam no राज्यं भोगसुखानि च तायिमेव स्थिता युद्धे प्राणस्त्यक्त्वा धनानि च आचार्य पितरपुत्रस्त तथैव च पितामहः मातुलः श्वशुरः पौत्रः शालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा एतान्न हन्तुमिच्छामि घ्रातोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि राज्यस्य हेतु किं नो मही कृते निहत्य धातराष्ट्रान्नः का प्रीतिः स्या जनार्दन पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान् हत्वैताना तथायिनः यस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुं धातराष्ट्रान् सवान् भवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिनः स्याम माधवाः यद्यपि न पश्यन्ति लोभोपहच्चेतसः कुलाच्छया कृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकं कथं न ज्ञेयमस्याभिः पापदस्मन्निवर्तितुं कुलाच्छया कृतं दोषं प्रपश्याद्भिर्जनार्दन कुलाच्छये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मः सनातनः धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृष्ण समधर्मोऽभिमतवत् अधर्माभिवत्कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वर्षेय जायते वर्णसङ्करः शङ्करो नरकायैव कुलघ्नां कुलस्य च पतन्ति पितरो होषां लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः दोषैरेतैः कुलाघ्नानं वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उत्साहाद्यन्ते जातिर्धर्मः कुलधर्मस्य शाश्वताः
हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू
Very beautiful Mataji. Very nice way to say that. Thank you so much. Before we move into Shri Brahma Samhita, Jai Mataji, got question Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I do have actually two. Hopefully, shouldn't take long. One is, I think I may not have heard you properly, but we were covering the Bhagavatam where it's Prahlad, not Prahlad Maharaj. So Kashyap Muni is saying your son will be killed, but so the son will be killed, but the grandson will be a devotee. So in that context, when the Lord kills the devotee, when the devotee is killed, and when offender or asura is killed, they both get liberated. Yes, and the asura who gets liberated, they would not achieve the same status as the devotee, though, would they?
So here, when they get the same state, Srila Prabhupada describes, I think, number of contexts. One is when Sispala was killed, and also Hiranyaksha was killed by the Lord, and in other contexts also it was described. So Lord is absolute. Lord is absolute. Anyone can come in contact with the Lord. It is just one that is called Sambhrampa Yogena. Sambhamba yogena. May Sambhamba yogena. Lord says in the 15th chapter, it is also yoga connecting to the Supreme Lord. So they will attain the same planet as the Siddhas and the those people, they attain the same planet as that. Even the enemies are killed by the Lord, they will also get the same planet. And sometimes when the persons are killed by the Lord, but they are matured in the yoga, matured in the sense, always thinking of the Lord, they will be liberated from the material world. So here, I think it is 17th chapter, killing of the demon, Hiranyaksha there. mm, So here, when Lord has killed the Hiranyaksha, so and then his body was scattered, bulged out of his eyeballs, bulged out of their sockets, his arms, legs broken, and hair, his head scattered. He fell down dead like a gigantic tree uprooted by the wind. So during that time, Lord Brahma will come and glorify how fortunate he is. So here, Brahma and others arrived on the spot to see fearfully tusked demon lying on the ground, biting his lips. The glow of his face was yet unfaded. And Brahma admiringly said, "Oh, who could meet such a blessed death?" So here, you see, here on this is mentioning further again. Here somewhere Prabhupada mentioned that they will attain the same planet as the Siddhas. Okay. Maybe you would like to read this shloka. Brahma continued, he was struck by the forefoot of the Lord, whom yogis, seeking freedom from their unreal material bodies, meditate upon in seclusion in mystic trance, while gazing on his countenance. This crushed jewel of Diti's sons has cast off his mortal coil. Maybe if you read this purport, you will understand more.
The process of yoga is very clearly described in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is said here that the ultimate end of the yogis and mystics who perform meditation is to get rid of this material body. Therefore, they meditate in secluded places to attain yogic trance. Yoga has to be performed in a secluded place, not in a public or in a demonstration on stage, as nowadays practiced by many so-called yogis. Real yoga aims at ridding one of the material body. Yoga practice is not intended to keep the body fit and young. Such advertisements of so-called yoga are not approved by any standard method. Particularly mentioned in this verse is the word yam or unto whom, indicating that meditation should be targeted on the personality of Godhead. Even if one concentrates his mind on the bore form of the Lord, that is also yoga. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita, one who concentrates his mind constantly in meditation upon the personality of Godhead in one of his many varieties of forms is a first-class yogi, and he can very easily attain trance simply by meditating upon the form of the Lord. If one is able to continue such meditation on the Lord's form at the time of one's death, one is liberated from this mortal body and is transferred to the kingdom of God. The opportunity was given to the demon by the Lord, and therefore Brahma and other demigods were astonished. In other words, the perfection of yoga practice can be attained by a demon also if he is simply kicked by the Lord. So, but Prabhuji, here it's mostly talking about the trance and yoga and concentration. But I was just thinking like Kamsa, because he he was killed by Krishna. Then the crocodile with Gajendra, they both attained liberation, yes. But then would they have gone straight with as the same? So you're saying they go to the same Siddhalok. So is that same as the top planet of? It's not same as Vaikuntha planet, is it, or is it Vaikuntha planet?
So in the Gajendra Moksha, that crocodile, it has gone to Gandharva Loka. He's a hoo.
Ah, yes.
So he went back to his original planet. And then, whereas Indrajumna, who was in the body of elephant, he has gone in 400 form to the Vaikuntha planet along with the Lord. And here in Kamsa, he was always thinking of Krishna.
Lord, yes.
So here he was liberated.
But there has to be some difference, though, shouldn't there, Prabhuji? A devotee is a devotee and a demon is a demon. I know they both get liberated, but there is no income when it comes to liberation. There is no difference.
So here, liberation means liberation from the material conception, plus there is no sinful tendency, no demoniac nature. Still, he may be a demon. So in the Vaikuntha planet, there pravartate yatra rajastamastayoho sattvam chimeshram nachakala vikramaha nayatra maya kimuta harer anurata yatra sura asura achitaha. So in the planet of Vaikuntha, both Sura, Asuras, they're also there. And there is no sinful tendency. There it is mentioned here in the, what is that shloka? So, we just bring that one. So here, Anurata Yatra Sura Asura Achita. So demons. Maybe you can do just translation, Mataji.
In that personal abode of the Lord, the material modes of ignorance and passion do not prevail, nor is there any of their influence in goodness. There is no predominance of the influence of time, so what to speak of the illusory external energy? It cannot enter that region. Without discrimination, both the demigods and the demons worship the Lord as devotees.
This is Vaikuntha. In the Vaikuntha, there are also demons, but there is no demonic nature.
Ah, okay, yes. Thank you. Yeah.
So there are, how do we perceive that one? So many people come to the temple as well. For example, Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, many people will come. Not everyone are a pure devotee. So, but still, they will come and respect everyone, and they go out. And once they go out into the material world, they will act according to their material nature. So, like doing something of materialistic activities, which may not be supported by the Vedic injunctions. But when they come here, again, they, with respect to everyone else, they can engage in the devotion, worship the Lord, and then they will go back. So they are not yet pure devotees. Just one kind of one aspect of it. How do we understand? Here, Sura Asura Achita, everyone worship the Lord with cooperation in the Vaikuntha planet. Anurata. Anurata is the Anurata devotees. Yatra Sura Asura Achita.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. And you have another question is here.
No, Prabhuji, I will, as it's getting late, I'll ask another time. We can move to Brahma Samhita. Sorry. Yeah, I'll ask another time.
Shri Brahma Samhita. Okay, so in the Sri Brahma Samhita, so we have been discussing Brahma Samhita 6th chapter, and then this Rama Dimoti Kala interesting that shloka also we have. Rama Dimoti Kala
Should be on 41, I think.
that is done, and then next part is the यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदण्डकोटि कोटिष्वशेषवृद्धाद् विभूति भिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलम् अनन्तम् अशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. From the so Brahma Jyoti is the effulgence of the body of the Lord. So that one. So by which again by Yasya Prabha, and by whose effulgence, the source of the non-differentiated Brahman mentioned in the Upanishads, being differentiated from the infinite glories of the mundane universe, appears as the indivisible, infinite, limitless truth. This one is covered, and then we are going to see. Did anyone remember this shloka or practiced it?
The first line and then few words here and there. Prabhuji, still trying, still learning. Sorry.
Okay, so would you like to try reciting this shloka?
Yes, okay. यस्य प्रभा प्रभावतो जगत् अण्डकोटि कोटिषु अशेष वसुधादिविभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलम् अनन्तम् अशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Mother. Kanyamati, would you like to pray?
Hare Krishna. Yasya Prabha Prabhatu Yasya Prabha Prabhatmato Jagat Andakoti Koti Shvashesha Vasudhyadi Vibhuti Bhinam Tad Brahmanishkalam Anantamesha Bhutam Govinda Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji. Mataji is not available.
Yes, Professor. Hare Krishna. Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yeah, would you like to recite this shloka, Mataji?
यस्य प्रभा प्रभातो जगदण्डकोटि कोटिषु अशेष वसुधादि विभूतिपीननं तत्ब्रह्म निष्कलम् अनन्तम् अशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि.
Very nice. यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगदण्डकोटि कोटिष्वशेषा वसुधादिविभूतिभिन्नं तद्ब्रह्म निष्कलम् अनन्तम् अशेषभूतं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. It was very, very beautiful tunes. Mataji's tunes. Okay, very nice. Thank you. So we shall move to the next shloka. Yes. Next shloka is okay. Here Lord Brahma is saying, I worship the Lord who is absolute substantive principle, being the ultimate entity in the form of the support of all existence, and whose external potency embodies the threefold mundane qualities, viz. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and diffuses the Vedic knowledge regarding the mundane world. Okay, so that is one small, it is about the material world. Maya hi yasya jagadanda setani sute त्रैगुण्य तद्विषय वेदवितायमान सत्त्वावलम्बी परसत्त्वं शुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि माया यस्य जगदण्डशतानि सूते. And Maya is the external potency of the Lord indeed. Yasya, of whom Jagadanda Setani Sute, and many universes, innumerable universes. Jagadanda Setani, hundreds of universes. Sute, and it brings forth. Maya Yasya Jagadanda Setani Sute, Traigunya Tadvisha Veda Vitayamana. Traigunya. Traigunya embodying the threefold mundane qualities, goodness, passion, and ignorance. Traigunya Tadvishaya, of that. Vishaya, the subject matter. Tadvishaya, Veda Vitayamana, and Veda, the Vedic knowledge, Vitayamana, diffusing. So whenever this material world is created, the goodness and passion and ignorance, they are manifested through the Mahatattva as the Ahankara. Ahankara is manifested in these three, goodness, passion, and ignorance. They all comes from the Mahatattva. And it was diffused by the Lord in the beginning. In that 26th chapter of third canto, there Maitreya Muni Kapila Bhagavan describes very nicely um, how this material world before unmanifested state and then manifested state. The unmanifested state is called Pradhana, manifested state is called Prakriti. And then the manifest Prakriti, it was diffused with how it comes like a there is a very beautiful picture as well. I'll share it later on. So here, this Traigunya Tadvishe Veda Vitayamana, three material modes of nature are infused or diffused within this universe. In this, it is again mentioned, Vurdhmola Madashakam Ashwadham Prapuravyayam Chandam Siyasya Pannani Yastam Veda Saveda Ved. This material world is everything is running under the Vedic injunctions. And it's the leaves or the Vedic injunctions. The leaves of the tree, Ashwadha tree, they're all Vedic injunctions. Vurdhmola Madashakam Ashwadham Prapuravyam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani. Chandams, all the Vedic injunctions. Yasya Parnani. Parnani is leaves. But Krishna says to Arjuna that first of all Vedic injunctions deals with only three material modes of nature. You transcend to these three material modes of nature, oh Arjuna. Nistre Gunyo, he says, Nistre Gunyoho, Arjuna. You just transcend these three material modes of nature. But sometimes that people say, okay, Vedas are they have been there for a long time, Rigveda. And but Vyasdev has split one Veda into four of them: Rigvedam, Yajurvedam, Madhurvana Vedam, Samavedam. So they have been there before all the Mahabharata, before the Bhagavatam and everything. But they deal with three material modes of nature. For the living entities, when they are living in this material world, how to deal with, how to live happily. But that is also gradually to bring the soul to the conclusion that he will be at the end relieved. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. He will be relieved gradually out of the material world. He will go back. But but that is when they are engaging, that is not the ultimate cause only. So there is a Panchama Purushartha, which is the pure devotional service to the Lord as well. The Krishna describes that one. So material world is of three. Sometimes there are some peoples, they take advantage that in one of the Rigvedam shloka, there it is glorifying the demigods to get the benedictions. There in one of the places, the word was used Krishna. So Indra saying that Indra has killed Krishna there in the Vedas. So, but actually Indra was like, Krishna means Krishna Bhila, there is materialist or this geographical science, they also use Krishna for the a dark hole. Krishna means the entire cosmic manifestation, something like that. There are many meanings for Krishna, but Krishna is not the supreme personality of Godhead. But some people they take and then expose something and then try to, they do not have proper vision of those Vedic injunctions as well. So unless they take the shelter of acharyas. Okay, that's a different topic. But this Vedas deal with mainly of the three major modes of nature. So worshipping our different demigods and how to get benedictions from them. That is Traigunyata Dvishe Veda Vidayamana. Sattvavalambhi Parasatvam Vishuddha Sattvam. And Sattvavalambhi is the support of all existence. Sattvavalambhi. Parasattvam, the ultimate entity. And Vishuddha Sattvam, the absolute substantive principle. Vishuddha Sattvam, which is pure goodness. And so Krishna is not within these three worlds, but still he is in the heart of all the living entities. Sattva he is always in the pure goodness, but he is source of all this universe. Parasattvam, Vishuddha Sattvam, Sattva Parasattvam, Vishuddha Sattvam. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Siddhitam. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Siddhitam. The pure goodness is called Vasudeva. That pure consciousness. So here that Lord who is the source of everything, this material universe, is Govinda. I worship onto that Govinda. Govinda Madi Purusham Tamham Bhajam. Maya yasya jagadanda satani sute traigunya tadvishe veda vitayamana sattvavalambhi parasattvam vishuddha sattvam govinda madi purusham tamaham bhajami. Okay. Can you request Janakanyamati, would you like to read the translation and purport, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is the absolute substantive principle, being the ultimate entity in the form of the support of all existence, whose external potency embodies the threefold mundane qualities, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and diffuses the Vedic knowledge regarding the mundane world. Purport, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The active mundane quality of Rajas brings forth or generates all mundane entities. The quality of Sattva, mundane manifestive principle, is in conjunction with Rajas stands for the maintenance of the existence of entities. Sorry, I can hardly see. Maintenance of the existence of entities that are so produced, and the quality of tamas represents the principle of destruction. The substantive principle, which is mixed with the threefold mundane qualities, is mundane, while the unmixed substance is transcendental. The quality of eternal existence is the principle of absolute entity. The person whose proper form abides in the essence is alone unalloyed entity, non-mundane, supermundane, and free from all mundane quality. He is cognitive bliss. It is the deluding energy who has elaborated the regulative knowledge Vedas bearing on the threefold mundane quality. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So here, active mundane quality of Rajas brings forth or generates all mundane entities, all materials, everything. So as Brahma in the he prays, uh, but in the mode of passion. there in the whenever he emanated from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu within that lotus flower. So he started offering prayers to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So let me just bring that one. So how the mode of passion in the Bhagavatam, the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 8th chapter, that he describes. In the last shloka, it gives Sakarma Bijam Rajaso Paraktaha. Rajasa Uparaktaha. Rajasa Uparaktaha. This is initiated by the mode of passion. This Brahma, he wanted to create. Prajaha Sesrukshan Iyadeva Društva Astad Visargavim Mukasta Midjam Avyakta Vatmani Aviveshitatma. So Lord Brahma, thus being surcharged with the mode of passion, became inclined to create, and after seeing the 5 causes of creation indicated by the personality of Godhead, he began to offer his respectful prayers on the path of the creative mentality. So here, even if one is in the material mode of passion, to create something in the world, he has to take shelter of the Supreme for the necessary energy. So here, Brahma is now being surcharged with mode of passion. So that is, here it is described. Rajas brings forth or generates all mundane entities. And then the quality of sattva, mundane manifestive principle in conjunction with Rajas, stands for the maintenance of the existence of the entities that are so produced. And the quality of tamas represents the principle of destruction. So maintenance, this is Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Sattvam Raistamiti Prakrutir Gunastai Yuktaha Purusha Eka Ihasidatye Stityadaye Hari Virinchi Hareti Sanyaha Shreyom Shitatra Kalu Sattvatinandranam Siho. So Brahma, even the Supreme Personality of Godhead is only one, that is Krishna. And then he manifests himself in the Gunavataras. There are many avatars like Purusha avatars, Guna avatars. Here in the Guna avatars, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And Brahma is for the creation, who is surcharged with the mode of passion for the creation purpose. And in order to maintain Vishnu, he personally comes. Vishwam Purusha Rupena Paripati Trishakti Dhruv. Srujami Tanna Yukto Ham Haro Harati Tadvashaha. Vishwam Purusha Rupena Paripati. He maintains this universe. So that is in the mode of goodness. The quality of sattva is the mundane manifestive principle in conjunction with it, stands for the maintenance of the existence of the entities, that are so produced. And then tamaha is the principle of destruction. This is Rudra principle. Whenever Rudra was manifested from the eyebrows of Lord Brahma during the creation, so he was there. Rudra principle is the destruction, and he was crying loudly. So Brahma called him as Rudra, the child, as Neel Lohitaha, in a bluish colored baby. Neel Lohitaha. He was called Rudra. And whatever the progeny coming from him, it is destroying this, disturbing the all plant systems, including Brahma also. And then Brahma says to Rudra that now you are expanding enough, it is enough. I wanted to create, but I do not want to see destruction of itself. So now it is best for you, along with all your associates, go and perform austerities and penances. And then Lord Shiva accepting that instruction of Brahma and then engaging himself in the tapasya. That is Rudra principle or the mode of ignorance. So the substantive principle, which is mixed with threefold mundane qualities, is mundane, while in the unmixed state, unmixed substance is transcendental. The substantive, I think it is which is mixed threefold mundane qualities, mundane, while the unmixed exception is transcendental. This is, I think, substantive. It is mentioning possibly for goodness. This is Vishuddha Sattvam. Sattvam Vishuddha Sattvam. Sattvam Vishuddha Sattvam Vasudeva Siddhitam. Vasudeva Siddhitam. This is again Yadahuhi Vasudevakyam Chittam Tad Mahadatmakam. This is again Disantam Bhagavataha Padam. It is pure goodness. It is called Vasudevakyam. It is unmixed substance with the passion and ignorance. And the quality of external existence is the principle of absolute entity. Principle of it is the principle quality of eternal existence is the principle of absolute entity. This is again apare mitaspanyam vidyame param prakritim. All the living entities they belongs to para prakriti. Apare mitaspanyam vidyame param prakritim. There Jiva Bhota Mahabhaho Edum Dharite Jagat. Krishna says that all these living entities belongs to the superior nature, but they have come to this material world. But they all living entities are Tada Purusha Atmanam Kevalam Prakude Param Nirantaram Swayam Jyotihi Animanam Akanditam. Nirantaram Swayam Jyoti. These living entities are always eternal. That is the principle of absolute living entity. Nirantaram Swayam Jyotihi, without any cessation. They are self-effulgent living entities. Wherever they are, it doesn't matter they are in the material world or in the Vaikuntha planet, or they are with body or without body. They are all Nirantaram Swayam Jyotihi, Animanam Akanditam. When one realizes that one, I will never ever die at any point of time. I am eternal living entity. There is no cause for, there is no fear at all. He would not be affected by any fear of tapatriyas, miseries, or fear anything. So this is Nirantaram Tada Purusha Atmanam Kevalam Prakutehe Param Nirantaram Swayam Jyotihi Animanam Akanditam. One who understands this constitutional position that I am the eternal living entity, there is no fear at all. It is just only a change of the circumstances. Now today I am in this home. If I go to the picnic for somewhere else for some time, I would not stay for all the time there itself. I will go to some other place. But different places give different kinds of experiences. But whenever I come back to my original home, this is what my place. In the similar way, living entities belongs to the Vidyame Param Prakritim. They belong to the spiritual nature, in the spiritual world. Vishnu Sikti Paraprokta Kshetradhnakya Tata Para Avidya Karma Sanyaya Tritiya Siktirishyate. They're all Tritiya Siktirishyate. They can choose. If they wanted to come down to the material world, they can come. But that is called marginal uh, energy of the Lord. So they can choose. They wanted to be either, even though living in peace are eternal, still they can choose. They wanted to stay within the superior nature or come down to the material world. That is the principle of absolute entity. The person whose proper form abides in that essence is alone unalloyed entity. Person whose proper form abides in that essence is alone unalloyed entity. This is called Swarupa Siddhi. Tadarahitamatmanam bhutendriya gunasayaihi swarupena mayopetam pasyan swarajyam ruchyati. Pasyan swarajyam ruchyati. So in the swarupena, once he is freed from passion and ignorance or materialist conception that I am here very for temporary and I have to engage myself in the eternal beauties. Then I want eternal beauties means I needed to go back to Godhead, which is my real home. But now I am in a very temporary place. I have come here for a particular purpose to spread Krishna consciousness. The Nitya Muktas, even though they come to material world, they have got some duty to spread Krishna consciousness. They engage in the service of the Lord. Some people go on to preach on the street, some give distribution of books. They're all the Nitya Muktas. Nitya Muktas. They know their constitutional position. That is called Swarupa Siddhi. And a person that is whose proper form abides in that essence is alone, unalloyed entity, non-mundane. They are non-mundane, super-mundane, and free from all mundane qualities. And then Nitya Siddha, Nitya Mukta. So there are Nitya Baddhas. Baddhas means always. Kaji Karna Katritve, Dravya Jnana Kriyasriyaha, Nityanti Badyata, Badnanti Nichida Muktam, Mainam Purusham Gunaha. All the time they are entangled. These are called Nitya Baddha. Though living it is eternal, but always they are covered by the dirt, goodness, passion, and ignorance. By having that, you are having this knowledge, Dravya Jnana Kriya Ashriyaha. So one here, what is the mundane knowledge means? Knowledge means to act. Knowledge is there, means to act. If I have got some object and I know how to use that, that means I will use it. There is a Dravya Jnana Kriya. Jnana is there means Kriya will be there. Dravya is the subject. The objects are there. So the tools are there, knowledge is there, there will be action. But if that knowledge is of the mundane nature, mundane nature means all this modern education is all mundane. You work like this, you do that one. They will give all mundane knowledge. That means you have to work. If it is a transcendental knowledge, means it is karmana mudrin jataha. Transcendental knowledge would relieve one from the materialistic karmic activities. And what knowledge one acquires, it would act on him. If it is a transcendental knowledge, it will relieve him from the all this mundane materialistic work. Liberation is there. And if the knowledge, mundane knowledge, what happens? It will be more entanglement. Dravijnan kriyasrayaha badnanti nichida muktam. It will entangle him. So that's why learning from the Bhagavad Gita and scriptural injunctions, Vedic knowledge, this is real jnana. It will liberate. And learning so many other things which is opposite to that one, either it is a doctor or lawyer, anything of it, it will entangle him in this material world. So that's why Prabhupada, there is no use to go to different school and learning those things. So what is necessary to keep to upkeep of the body? Maintain just only that one and learn this Vedic injunctions. And whatever you learn, you give it to others as well. So and some of the associates of the Lord, Pashvadas. So Pasha the Grihi Parisevitum Vibhum. In the spiritual planet, Lord is served by his great servants. There are always Nitya Muktas, and some of those associates are sent to this material world to speak about the Lord, to preach Krishna consciousness. So many acharyas come here, Nitya Muktas. Okay, so here and these are non-mundane, super mundane, and free from all mundane qualities. And he is cognitive bliss. He is cognitive bliss. He is deluding energy who has elaborated the regulative knowledge, Vedas, bearing on the threefold mundane quality. So here, one he is free from the materialistic things. The person whose proper form is abides in the Swarupa Siddhi, unalloyed, he is alone, unalloyed entity, and he is non-mundane, super-mundane, and free from all mundane quality. He is cognitive bliss. He is the deluding energy, who has elaborated the regulative knowledge, Vedas, bearing on the threefold mundane quality. So these purports are given by Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami, Jiva Goswami's commentaries. Okay, so they are a little bit of different. I mean, the terminologies are a bit higher than Srila Prabhupada's purports. Prabhupada purports are very dearer to and closer to us, modern, and then for our easy understanding. But these are the purpose. That is here. In other way, this material world is created by three material modes of nature from the Lord. Again, elaborately in the we can see third canto, 26th chapter. There it is nicely described. Pradhanam. So this is yattat trigunam avyaktam nityam sadapmakam. Pradhanam prakritim prahu avishesham visheshavat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the unmanifested eternal combination of the three modes is the cause of manifest state and is called pradhana. It is called prakriti when in the manifested stage of existence. Okay, so here in this 26th chapter, elaborately step by step how the creation come into existence is described. Okay, so there I stop describing about this one, about this shloka. And dear devotees, if you have got any questions on this shloka, or you want to share or reflect, then that's one to share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have just one, just so I have some understanding a little bit. So difference between sat, so there is sattvam, there is parasattvam, and then there is a vishuddha sattvam. Three sattvams.
One is sattva, is the mixed with sattvam, vishuddha sattvam. Sattvam is of goodness within this material world. Vishuddha sattvam is the this
Pure
is
goodness.
pure goodness, like transcendental.
So sattva, because it's in material world, could sometimes be mixed with a little bit of rajas.
Yes.
Correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so that's sattvam, vishuddha sattvam, and then the para sattvam is the one about spiritual world, or para means high. Para, we talked about para shakti and para, so para means topmost.
Para is the, yes, it is, it belongs to spiritual nature. So here, Vishuddha is the absolute, and Parasattvam meaning here is given ultimate entity. And Sattvam means it is not only goodness, it is also living entity. Sometimes it is used to address the living entities. Sattvam, based on the context, it is used for either quality or whether it is a living entity. So here in this context, the meaning is given as the ultimate entity. And Vishuddha Sattvam, the absolute substantive principle. So this is pure goodness.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other questions? Yes, in that case, no question, then we shall recite the shloka. Can I request all devotees to take time to recite line by line first, and then we'll recite. Maya हि यस्य जगदण्डशतानि सूते
Maya yasya jagatanda satani sute
त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदवितायमान
traigunyatad vishaya veda vitayana mana
सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वं विशुद्धसत्त्वं
sattvalambi parasattvam vishuddhasattvam
गोविन्दम् आदिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि
govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Again. माया हि यस्य जगदण्डशतानि सूते
Maya yasya jagadanda satani sute
त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदवितायमान
traigunyatad vishaya veda vitayamana
सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वं विशुद्धसत्त्वं
Sattva-valambi parasattvam vishuddha-sattvam.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govinda
Govindamadipurusham
Adipurusham
tamaham
tamaham bhajami.
No? Maya hi yasya jagadanda satani sute.
Maya hi
Maya
yasya
yasya jagat
jagadanda
anda shatani sute
Traigunya tadvishaya veda vitayamana.
Traigunya
Traigunyate
tadavishaya veda
Veda
vitayamana
Vitayamana.
Sattvaavalambi parasatvam vishuddha sattvam.
Sattva-valambi
Sattva-valambi
parasattvam
parasattvam
vishuddha
vishuddha sattvam
sattvam.
Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Govindamadipurusham
Govindamadipurusham
tamaham
tamaham bhaja.
bhajami.
Very beautiful. Definitely, would you like to start?
Hare Krishna. Maya hi yasya jagatandas shatani sute traigunya tad vishaya veda vitayamana sadva valambi parasattvam vishuddha sattvam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami.
Very good. Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Dear Mataji, please.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Maya hi yasya jagatanda shatani sute traigunya tad vishaya veda vitayamana sattva valambi parasattvam vishuddha sattvam govindamadi purusham tamham bhajami. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Maya hi yasya jagadandasatani sute त्रैगुण्यतद्विषया वेदा वितायमान सत्तावलाम्बे परसत्त्वं विसुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Very good. Maya hi yasya jagadanda satani sute त्रैगुण्यतद्विषय वेद वितायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बी परसत्त्वं विशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So beautiful, very nice. Anyone want to go again?
Yeah, I can have a go, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani sute traigunya tad vishaya veda vitam yamana sadva valambi parasattvam vishuddha sattvam govinda adipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Very good, very nice. Anyone else?
Yes.
Right, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, please.
माया हि यस्य जगदण्डसतां सूते त्रैगुण्यतद्विषयवेदवित्तायमान सत्त्वावलम्बे परसत्त्वं विशुद्धसत्त्वं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Dear Mataji.
Yes, thank you. Maya hi yasya jagatanda shatani sute traigunya tad vishaya veda vitayamana sattvaavalambi parasattvam vishuddha sattvam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So beautiful. Thank you.
So Prabhuji, I'm just trying to understand this. So is it saying here that Maya, which engulfs us in our in material universes, it's not there in the Parasattvam, so it's not there in the spiritual world? And so Govinda is not affected by Maya, but we are.
Yes, Govinda, wherever he is, एतद्देशनिमेषस्य प्रकृस्तोऽपि तद्गुणैः न युज्यते सदा आत्मस्थैः यदा बुद्धिः तदा श्रिया. Govinda, either he is in the material world or spiritual world, he is never affected. Similarly, yada buddhihi tada shriya. Nitya muktas, they are also not affected. And in the spiritual world, this Maya, it is Yoga Maya there. It makes all people engages them in the devotional activity. There, Vasantyatra Purushaha Sarve Vaikuntamurtayaha. Yeah, Nimittena Dharmena Aradayan Harim. Everyone are worshipping the Lord. That is called spiritual world. If if we see a village or a particular town, if there is a temple, everyone are going there, engaged in the devotional circle all the time. Dharmen Aradayan Harim, that becomes Vaikunta because there is no other activity, just always glorifying the Lord. But which is not glorifying the Lord and worshipping, that is called Maya, is engaging in the materialistic activity. Either it is manifested or unmanifested. If it is not all are aligned to worship the Lord, then that is Maya. If it is aligned to worship the Lord, it is Vaikuntha planet. In the Vaikuntha planet, Yanimita Nimitain, Dharmen Aradayan Harim, everyone are worshipping the Lord. That is Vaikuntha planet.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, thank you.
Yogamaya manifests there. And the same potency of the Lord in this material world bewilders the living entities so that they will work which is not in Krishna consciousness. That is, okay? Chitushloki Bhagavata, Rutyardham Yat Pratiyeta na Pratiyeta Chapmani, Tad Vidyadakmano Mayam Yata Bhato Yata Tamaha. Though they belong to Krishna as energy as well, but it bewilders them. Their Prabhupada, so many acharyas gave elaborated description on that particular shloka, second shloki of the Chitushloki, throwing illusory energy, covering illusory energy, which is the Maya acts in those aspects. So people are engaged in the like so-called advancement of technology, that and this, that is Maya.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mata. Any other comments related with it? You want to do or we say it again? So if there are no further, then we shall conclude our session for today. And continue to conduct Japa. Okay, so
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji, so much.
Yes, yes, yes,
God
yes.
bless Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha
Rubhyascha
Kripasindhubhyaeva cha
Kripasindhubheva
Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Ananta Koti
Vaishnavinda ki
Vaishnavindaki
jai.
Prabhupada ki.
Jai. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Nityananda Shivaita Gadada Shivasari Gaurava.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurava.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jai Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shivaita Gadada Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna.